Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome to MHF, people. You know who's late? It's right there. The box is there. Like the box is there. Okay. We cannot say anything other than the box is there.
How did you get
He's on
lost
his
between
face.
the terrace and
He
here?
got lost between the terrace and here. Big up everybody that joined us.
All he had to do is just copy paste the new link in a new tab.
Bro,
That's it.
it's crazy. It's
You get
absolutely
lost in the
crazy.
spaces.
He got lost between the streams, bro. Listen. Big up everybody that is KDB cooked, Doku cooked, Lukaku cooked, and
No,
Belgium are one of the nations that are favorites to win the Euros, of course. Romania completely got cooked, of course. But listen, Trossard is an absolute bum. He absolutely had a horrific time. Big up everybody that is. Hit that like button, people. Subscribe to the channel. We're here to talk about, of course, a lot of Chelsea fans in the chat. We're here to talk about what our favorite topics, Husam's favorite topic, Martin's favorite topic, Chelsea Football Club. You know why we're here? We're here to talk about Belgium, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, KDB and Doku, and also Jonathan David, of course, the Canadian, joining Chelsea. Absolutely brilliant. 300 people right off the bat. And you know what to do. Listen, as Ed says, Pookie said, hit them likes on the way in chat. Listen, there is nothing easier than you hitting the thumbs up. You know what? It looks like a thumbs up. It's just very simple. Doesn't cost you a penny, but it helps the channel, helps the algorithms. It helps us go to the next person and the next person. It's very simple. As Husam is showing you, of course, get your opinions in. What do you want us to talk about first? I think we just start with Portugal because Husam was not on the terrace match reaction, and I didn't get his opinion. But by the way, before we go on, Martin, it's your debut on the show on MHF, and also
my first
it's your
stream with Sam.
ever with Sam.
Yeah.
You got a lot to say.
I recommended you, by the way, to Mo earlier on today. He didn't
Sam
want to
is
get
the
you
one
on.
who
I was
said-
like, get
Sam
I have
Martin
no
on.
idea why I'm here. I'm just
Sam is the
a
one who
number.
said-
I recommended you to Mo. He's like, who should we get with Hamza? I'm like, you know what? We need to give Martin Arsenal, the Arsenal Martin a chance. Like, let's go.
There we
Let's
go. There we go. Finally,
See?
coming off the bench.
He doesn't
I'm ready,
like.
coach.
He still doesn't like you. That's just
That's
has
such a
nothing-
lie. Stop
That has-
it, because he actually
Bro,
believes them.
That
I really
has
like
nothing to do with
Martin,
him
you fraud.
inviting you. The
Yeah,
fraud
it's
is
all
here.
right.
But guys, I'm gonna give you something. The fraud is here. Wallahi, this is his camera. Wallahi al-Azim. He joined the stream, and that's why he's showing us, guys. Wallahi al-Azim, I have nothing but love for Hamza.
Hamza, you were on the terrace, yeah, Habibi, 3 seconds ago.
Wallahi,
Yeah.
Hamza is
In the words of Martin, how did you get lost from the terrace to here? It's just a new fucking link, bro.
Lost in the spaces. That's where he's at. He gets on the toilet, gets on Twitter. That's how it is.
What did Hamza tweet? I want to know.
I want to check if
I
he's
can
on
just
space,
assume he's on
actually.
space.
I want to know what Hamza tweeted. What did Hamza tweet, guys? Hamza.
It's
Let me
probably
go
something
Professor
about
Hamza.
Trossard.
Hamza just tweeted, Chelsea have spent 500 and... No, that's an old one.
No, there's a
What?
world-class performance, just like Zidane against Portugal. Oh my God!
I'm gonna let you, Husam, take this. Okay, take this, please.
Yeah.
He's here. Fashionably late.
Around like, what the hell? What does that
Yo, if
mean?
he finishes top 3 in Ballon d'Or, yeah?
Listen, this guy, King Harry, was comparing to Gerrard, man. That's even worse, man.
No, that's not a crazy shout, bro. They're very similar. I'm not saying this that.
Listen, that's a crazy
What do you
shout.
think of that?
Crazy shout, man. What do you think?
Yeah, Hamza, are you done with the space?
No, I went to get water.
Okay.
I went to get water.
How did you get lost from football terrace to here?
No. Guess what? I sent a link, 3 links, and they're all football terrace links. So I'm entering the earlier link, and then I entered now link. I was like, oh my God. Then I had to resend the link again from my phone.
So, what do you want to talk about? Portugal, Mo?
Yeah,
Let's
let's
start
start
with Portugal then.
Let's start.
Can we do a minute silence first for Elise to Chelsea? I feel like that one really like hit me in the heart.
Actually, Loki, we could start
minute of
by talking
silence.
about Chelsea. Why not? I'm with Martin. We could talk about Chelsea a little bit before we get to the other topics.
Yeah.
Jonathan David. I mean,
There's
come
only
on.
one guy. You know what, Martin? Sometimes we have to take a back seat. I'll take a back seat. Mo take a back seat. Martin take a back seat. Hamza, tell me your thoughts on Chelsea Football Club right now. Just tell me
What
your
a joke!
thoughts.
Like literally, what a joke! Like people say I don't criticize Chelsea, but this is a joke. This fan base were telling us that they're gonna get Olise and they're gonna sign Olise and they were guaranteed to get
He's
Olise.
better than Saka.
He's better than Saka and he's better than this player, and they're gonna get him this summer. It's a guaranteed. Or even Fabrizio had it. They were even bringing Fabrizio to some of their playback channels and getting him to talk about how close it is, and it's gonna happen this week. First it was last week, then this week, but only to fail. How embarrassing it is, like, to follow a player only to just fail in the last minute. And then you hear the reason why they failed was Joe Shield, who used to work at Man City. Apparently, this is what I heard. Joe Shield, who used to work at Man City.
Darko said it.
Yeah, no, it's well known. Apparently, this is what they said. Joe Shield presented it to the owners, and the owners didn't accept the Olise should be coming to them. After they've held talks with him, he's accepted it. He wants to stay in London, and suddenly all that hard work, all the compilation done by Chelsea fans, doing all this YouTube compilation every week, they were talking about it. He's going to Bayern Munich. I think it's shameful. It shows that the club don't know what they're doing. It shows that the club are confused. I told you these owners don't know what they're doing. They're confused. They're confused. All they do is they go to South America, sign all these talents, and they're not sure because all this, like Kendrick Pires left. He's a right winger for Independiente. Messinho, what's it? Estaval, he plays right winger. Cole Palmer plays in the same position. How can you sign all these players? Like, what are you really doing? One thing they needed is experience. So to fail on this transfer, a guy who's played in the league, he's a 55 million release clause. They've already agreed the deal. To fumble it on the last minute, it tells me that the owners don't know what they're doing. And a lot of the Chelsea fans agree with me. They don't even know what they own. They were saying about Osimhen. They were telling us how many times we were in Al Ahwa and all these channels or some, and they were telling us they're signing a top striker because that's all they needed. Only now to be linked with Jonathan David. Oh my God.
You know when there's like a rich dad who wants to buy his daughter a 16-year-old birthday present, and he's just buying everything. He doesn't know what he wants, but he's just, I'll have one of those and I'll have one of those. You can't say that you don't have the money for Olise, but you're buying Brazilian Steve for 55 million, like at the same time. Like, what are you doing? You're pissing money away for some kind of business strategy. And Chelsea fans, they're in full cope mode. They're saying that, it didn't make sense. He wanted too much wages. No, he didn't want to go to your club. He didn't want to go to any Premier League club. He went to Bayern of all places, and they paid.
Why are you bantering Chelsea for this?
Me.
So why are we bantering Chelsea for this?
Because they were talking like they were going to win the league a second ago with Olise.
Husam humbly said before that he accepts that Linioro will choose Real Madrid ahead of Liverpool. So Michael Olise,
there's a difference.
Real Madrid's a different
Michael
level.
Olise chose Bayern.
There's a difference between not being able to afford someone. That's the scary part. I'll tell you why. Hamza will accept. Everyone will accept. Real Madrid is the most attractive club in the world. Adi. It's okay.
Sure.
You don't have to be the most attractive club in the world. It's okay. Madrid is the most. It's more attractive than all our clubs here.
Yes.
Now, the reason why Linioro will choose Madrid over Liverpool is because Madrid's project, Madrid's winning, Madrid's success, Madrid's manager, everything. All of this comes into account. Now, the difference with Chelsea is, look at the target, Mo. Let's stop waffling here. They went from Olise, Nico Williams. Nico Williams earns 200 grand a week. Nope, I can't afford Nico Williams. Let's go next to who? Jonathan David, Mo. Did you search how much Jonathan David earns at Lille? 27,000 a week. 27,000 a week. So they're looking to pay players
more running spaces.
Listen, this shows that Chelsea are looking at players 60, 70 grand per week. That's what they're looking at. They don't want to pay a lot of money. Now, we've spoken to Chelsea fans this season who know that they need experience They need players who you know kind of could help take them to the next level.
Hmm.
The only way they do that is if they pay next level.
Level prices.
No. So
But they don't want to
he's
pay.
right. More. He's
Why is
he's right.
Husam frozen?
He's got taken
Probably
out
he
by the
doesn't
Chelsea
know that
mafia.
he's frozen. This picture of Husam is great, actually. Someone take this picture now, guys.
Yeah. Don't forget.
I'm gonna say a couple of things.
Son
Okay,
do it? Okay.
I actually don't understand that Chelsea have money or not. No one is telling us. They are telling the media that we couldn't agree the wages with him. That's what happened.
But they
I'm
told
not
us
sure.
that
I
agreed
don't know
terms
what
on-
do we be. I don't know. Like, listen, I did a show this morning with Chez, and he's like, "No, we have the money." I don't know what to believe at the current moment. I genuinely don't know.
I don't know. I don't know where they get the money. That's why I was questioning that. I was questioning like, where are you getting the money? Because people are telling me, oh, we have to sell before we buy. What the hell? And I'm seeing Chelsea, who have made Europa Conference League, spend money. And I'm thinking, hold on. But I didn't want to get involved in that. But I think this one, the owners, bro, I just, even Chelsea owners, Chelsea fans, you have to agree with this. I really like Chelsea fans, but I think the
Ooh,
owners
That's very
don't know what
random.
they're doing.
Fine.
Like I get along with them. Meaning that because their success and our success has been similar. We got bought and we became
Bought.
successful. And I respect Chelsea for that. To me, I don't have a problem with people spending money. But I'm thinking, you've not
You
done
aren't
well
the
this
same.
season.
You aren't the same. Your success is down to Pep Guardiola being there. Their success, changing managers and getting players. It's just completely different. It's just
There
But
completely
we
was
were
all- there
successful
was all
before
the
that. We
coins.
was
No, but it doesn't matter. Everybody spends money. Man United spend money.
Yeah,
We
but
were
when you're coming
successful
from
with-
their
with
level,
Mancini.
you've got to spend a
You
lot.
were successful. You won 2 league titles. Fine, okay, but you're not as successful. They won Champions Leagues with Di Matteo, bro. You would never
But
have
we-
won a Champions League
No,
with
but
Di
one second.
Matteo.
Yeah.
You would never have won a Champions League with Di Matteo. You would
We could have
never
won-
have
we could have
won.
won a Champions League.
Bro, give me a break, bro.
More. We could have won a Champions League even if
You
Pep
would
didn't come.
not have won Champions League if it wasn't for Pep.
On it.
bro.
If Pep didn't come, you don't believe Man City would have won a
Oh,
Champions
you
League?
would not have been had that much success. 100%.
Okay, yeah, not in the
Hamza,
league.
be honest. You would have.
No, but
Nobody
Champions
would
League
have
would
had
have
that much success without Pep Guardiola. He's the
Listen.
guy, the best manager in the league ever.
100%. But I'm saying, I know we will never have won like 4 in a row. But I'm
Yes,
saying
you
we
would
would have-
never have dominated, terrorized people like this, bro.
No, but we won the league, the champion.
Yes, you
I
won
would
the
have
league
won
with
the
Mancini
I
and
guarantee I would have won
Pellegrini.
Champions League. I would have won Champions League. Guarantee you. Fact.
Mo
Because
gave
our
you a
owners-
Champions League.
Huh?
Mo gave you a Champions League. Buddy
Yeah,
Lukaku.
But
I
exactly.
still
So
hate him for that.
but I won that Champions League no matter what. Like from that, and how many years were we unlucky not winning Champions League? Without Pep, I would have won it. So I'm just talking about Chelsea. Chelsea, if you look at this signing that they're signing, they need experienced players, and Chelsea fans will tell you here, they're not sure about this Clear Lake. What they're doing, like Clear Lake, are they're coming after players who lack experience when they need experience. Look at, for example, more. They lost Kante. Look at Kante the way he's playing. Yeah, for Leslie Okochuku.
Next time I freeze more, you have to remove me from the screen.
I thought you're coming back. You normally
Fucking
freeze.
bozo.
You normally free. You normally free.
Man, like Jacob, we need to get Jacob out someday on the
Can we
channel.
time Jacob out like for 5 minutes for that? That's offensive.
Listen. So look at Kante the way he's
I
playing.
can actually time him out for a minute.
No, he's all right. He's all right. Just kidding.
Look at Kante. Look at
Martin is a freaking mod here. He can time Jacob for a minute himself.
I could, yeah, but I like Jacob. He's just,
Yeah, but Jacob himself is a mod. So how are we gonna time him out
Ah,
if he
yeah,
himself
so
is?
yeah. Can you time out a mod?
I
if
know
you're a
more. I
mod?
know.
Yes, of course
Maybe.
I can. Because I'm standard. I'm general mod, not standard.
Okay, go ahead.
Where did this Jonathan David came from, bro?
So
Where did
this guy Jonathan David has been rumored with top clubs since he was 20 years old. Martin knows what I'm
3 years
talking
ago,
about.
Bro,
Yeah.
Jonathan David was the shit like 3 years ago.
Yes, exactly. Husam,
He
like
was
4 years ago, he was 20 years
questionable.
old. He was linked with Juventus, Milan. I think
Arsenal.
someone in the Premier League, Arsenal in the
Arsenal.
Premier League. You
Arsenal,
remember that?
Yeah.
Inter wanted to sign him. The PR from Canada for this guy is crazy. And I think the
Mo,
club
it's basically
actually
like
went
us wanting Milinkovic Savage now.
Savage for like 5 years.
You know, he
They
was
were-
the shit 5 years ago.
Yeah. That's the problem with Chelsea is that I actually genuinely think this Jonathan David is going to be another Pepe signing. Do you guys know he scored 19 goals in Ligue 1? 19. He's gonna come to Chelsea. Right?
No
That's
way.
a lot of goals. That's
But
Pepe
when,
level.
Was
Arsenal
that
paid
last
fucking
season?
70 million pounds for Pepe.
72, yeah. And I think
70 million pounds for Pepe. The
Pepe
problem
scored half his
with
goals as
that,
penalties.
Lille know that okay, we kind of like found the gold mine here, Chelsea. You know what I mean?
No, but
Let's
Jonathan
get the
David's
money.
been hung out there on the shopping list for years now, and no one's taken the bite.
No
It's kind of
taking.
like it's the last
But I'm
resort to win.
gonna, to be honest with you guys, before you guys come in, I'm just gonna say something to Chelsea fans. If you guys are happy with this approach of like Martin said, Martin literally explained it. It's a daddy that is trying to buy the daughter a present, and he's going to the store and he's like, okay, how about this? No, you cannot get this. It's sold. It's the last one in the store. Someone already bought it. Okay, how about that guy? How about that guy? How about this guy? How about Husam? How about Hamza? Can we get Hamza? Can we
I
get
would like
Hamza?
to see Hamza striker.
Hamza, can we get Hamza, the Brazilian? He can play for us. Oh my God, can we get this guy? But Chelsea fans defend every single approach.
Signing. Any
Bro,
signing.
every single approach. It doesn't like
Everyone.
if tomorrow these guys, if tomorrow, and I was speaking to Shez this morning, and I told him, Husam sat on streams and said, why are Liverpool linked with a championship player? I don't care how good the player is. It's a championship level player. He needs to go one more up, and then he's linked to Liverpool. Now they are defending the Somerville links. Now
Bro,
they are defending, and they say, but we had Palmer. When you signed Palmer, Palmer had 600 minutes, and Palmer was a risk that paid off. Yes,
Paid
but
at Man
doesn't mean
City.
every single
Palmer is
signing.
not as much as a risk as you think because he's English as well. Please listen, let's just start saying it as it is. Everyone on this panel has fucking called this club out. Even Hamza, everyone knows Hamza's the biggest fraud on YouTube. He called out Calvin Phillips. He said we needed depth. He said we needed the DM to help Rodri. This Hamza, imagine, with all the success City's had, even he has called out City for not operating in a specific manner.
Yep.
My biggest problem with the Chelsea discourse is over the last 48 hours, copium, 24/7, just sniffing copium. You know what they're saying? Where would Olise start for us? Olise wasn't looking for we want.
Oh my days.
Really?
Where would Olise start
Yeah.
for us? Oh yeah, Jonathan David, he's a good player, man. He's a good player.
They've
Oh,
now
the reason
become-
why know what they're saying? The reason why we want to sign Jonathan David is because there will be a wage cap 2 years from now, and we're just ahead of the curve. We're being very smart with it. Chelsea fans have officially become now accountant. They have to become accountant before becoming Chelsea fan from now on. It's just how it goes. That's just the reality.
And not to mention,
Chelsea
at least they
fans
went
are
to
the one-
Bayern,
Chelsea
and
fans-
Bayern have like Sane, like Coman.
Gnabry.
At least he's not guaranteed to start.
And now everyone using the new buzzword, guys. We saw the reports. We read the reports.
What,
Husam is the one
agency?
who started this shit, bro. Husam is the one who put that in the Chelsea fans' heads. When he said
What?
Michael Edwards and the data, they took your words and they ran with it, bro. Every time you talk to them, we read the reports. The reports.
I'll be
are
honest with
the-
you. Listen, I'm not being arrogant, but there's a lot of shit I started on YouTube that actually
Bro,
has made.
bro, like every time now. By the way, we read Maresca's reports.
You know,
we read-
happy clappers is now a thing.
We-
There are Spurs fans now that using the words happy clappers because I started that shit.
No, but seriously, yeah, like, are we talking about this guy that from Atletico Madrid? I doubt. Listen, we have about 500 people here
Who?
on the stream. You don't know even his name. The guy that they got linked to, that played for Alaves or something. That Atletico Madrid loan, the 20 years old. That they were negotiating. They already offered Atletico Madrid money for him, 40 million. or
Omari
35
Hutchinson,
million.
you mean?
No, bro. The guy that they were linked to a couple of days ago. We spoke on it.
Who?
People in the chat, guys, give me the name. The guy that plays for Atletico Madrid that is loaned to Alaves. Samu, this guy.
Samu
Oh,
Obaradon.
the
I'm
guy that
gonna
sounds
tell
like
you
a
something.
dinosaur.
Before they were linked to him, I'm gonna tell you, we have 500 people here. None of the 500 people here have heard his name ever before. The guy, I think, scored 8 goals or 9 goals in La Liga. He's not even, bro.
It sounds
I
like a
doubt that-
dinosaur. Nomidon or something.
Whatever
like
his name is.
Lots of O's.
And then I get people telling me, but by the way, our scouting system was scouting him forever. But why we never heard of him? Why nobody heard of him? At least Cisco at Salzburg, people were looking at him. Salzburg, I get it. Chelsea were looking at Sesko at Salzburg. This is
Now
no.
Mo is lagging, by the way, because he called me out. Look at him lagging. See?
Am I lagging?
All right.
See how karma is a bitch? Yalla, yalla. Shall I put you full screen now so the people can clip you? Yalla, keep talking. Yalla, do the robot again. Aywa, aywa. I thought he's not lagging. Martin. There you are. There you are. I thought he's not lagging. There you are. See what happens when you open your stinky mouth? At least I live in Jordan. You live in USA. Mr. Green Card.
I am
Anyway.
fucking lagging. Am I still
Yes,
lagging?
you are fucking lagging. Yes.
You're lagging.
Go ahead,
Your
Martin.
audio isn't, but your video is a bit choppy.
Yeah. Go ahead, Martin. Speak. Oh. Is it funny now, Salman? Because the Salman guy watching me, is it funny now? Funny now, you little fish fraud? Go ahead, Martin. Sorry.
Well, I'm wondering what happens at Chelsea. I mean, what happened to Datro Fafana and Broha and these guys? Like, they're probably better than Jonathan David, and you can't trust a guy who has two first names. It's like a solid football theory. So I think this whole thing should happen. I think it would be hilarious. And watching Chelsea fans just roll with whatever punch they get, they're just like, this is great. Fantastic. We are making the right moves
You remember,
here.
Martin, when we sat with, I think we had a stream and Chelsea were adamant that they were going to sign Olise,
Mhm.
a young striker in Duran or whoever, and a main
Osimhen.
striker.
Osimhen,
And
yeah.
a main striker.
Osimhen mostly.
And I said, it's impossible.
Alvarez
for you
as
to
well.
sign
Let's go.
three-
Alvarez.
Alvarez. They said we're going to
They
sign
wanted
Alvarez,
Alvarez.
Duran,
True.
and Olise. And I'm like, what? How are you going to afford all of this?
So bad. So bad.
They were going to get Sesko over Arsenal. Remember, they had the pull. They were going to dunk on us
Mhm.
again.
And also one more thing. Who are all these Brazilians that they're signing?
I don't
Who are
know.
them? Who watches the Brazilian league?
No, Esteval's a good player. You know that Esteval guy. He was linked to going to Barca. I remember. He's
So is he going to be the next Vinny Jr. for Chelsea?
He is no. I have to
The
be
next
honest.
Neymar.
If he flops, yeah, I'll blame Chelsea. He's a
What do you
top-
mean flops?
If he flops, he's
Bro,
going.
the
He's
guy
coming
is
next
not
summer.
going to get a minute at Chelsea. I promise you. He's going to
No,
be.
no, but he's coming next summer. Next
yeah,
summer. not
next
this
summer he's going to come in and he's going to be loaned out right away.
Yeah, so
But they'll
I
make a
don't think
profit
so.
on him, so that's
I
all
think
that
he's good.
matters, apparently.
I think the only one is the one that they're linked with. They're now getting a Boca Junior
Chelsea
defender.
fans already triggered in the chat. Listen, I'm going to tell you. I like this. I like this, Chelsea. You're going from signing Makaleli from Real Madrid. You're going from signing
Essien,
Essien. You're going
Ian
from
Robben,
signing
Damien Duff,
Drogba. You're going
Damien
from
Duff.
getting
Robin,
Lampard.
Essien, John Obi
You're
Mikel,
going-
John
you're
Terry,
going-
Frank
you're going
Lampard
from-
from West Ham,
You're
You're
Branislav
going from
Ivanovic,
getting
Petr
Costa,
Cech,
Hazard,
Balak,
the
Michael
Hazard.
Hazard, Balak.
By the way, Hazard at Lille, he
What a
was
player.
the shit
How?
at the French league, guys. He was the shit.
Oh
Like,
my
you know, when you're like, when you're going to the French, it's like, who's your best player? This guy. I'm buying this guy. Chelsea went from going to the leagues and saying, who's your best player? I'm giving
Shevchenko,
this player.
Crespo,
I'm going to this. To
Diego Costa, Jorginho,
by the way,
Fabregas,
we
Matic,
sign, this is what we do.
Kante.
We sign young players. You guys
Yeah.
went
So
and got
shameless.
Fabregas.
Honestly.
Fabregas from Barcelona. Fabregas. N'Golo Kante, player of the year in the Premier League the year before. Chelsea went, how much? Here is the money. Won the league the year after.
Diego Costa.
Chelsea went from signing the best of the best, Paris Saint-Germain. You guys
Yeah.
remember? Luis. Oh, he's good. He's good. Sign it. Give me Luis.
Diego Costa.
They got Luis. Diego Costa. They went from signing the best of the best to what? Courtois, Atletico Madrid. You guys remember?
Wow,
David De
wow.
Gea left.
Yeah.
Courtois was Atletico Madrid. He's the shit. They went to Atletico Madrid. Get out of here, Atletico Madrid. We're getting your best player in Courtois to signing these guys. And Chelsea fans want us to sit here and say, yes, you're operating the right way. You know what the problem with
They've
Chelsea
even-
fans are? You know what the problem is? If they were signing these young players, right? But in the same time they're winning, I'm going to tell you yes. But you aren't.
Yeah.
You aren't. You are failing to sign the talent in Oli. Who are you going to get this season? You signed Tosin on a free. Okay, great signing. Good signing, Tosin. Good signing. But you aren't signing. Olise didn't want to go to your club. Who are you getting? Samu. You know Samu?
Samu Zain.
Samu Zain or Shamu from you guys. If you guys know, Shamu,
Free
you guys
Willy.
are live in America. You guys live in America, and you know what? Who Shamu is? Shamu is the orca, the killer whale.
Yeah.
You know,
From the movie,
Shamu
yeah.
from the movies. That's Shamu.
Well, I
That's
even
the
saw
Italian
Chelsea fans the other day trying to rewrite history and say that even Roman didn't get a good signing after Kante. He was the last good signing that Roman ever did, and Clown Laker, like, they're on this new path that
Actually,
they're going to.
that's false. I'm gonna tell you why that's false. Because they signed the young, bright, shining star at the Bundesliga, one of the best players at the Bundesliga when they signed him. Do you know who?
Havertz.
Havertz at Leverkusen. Do you know who signed? They signed the superstar of RB Leipzig. Who?
This Sam Hussein right
Werner.
here. What a sound.
Timo Werner.
Go
That's
ahead,
who
go
they
ahead,
signed.
bro.
That's who
Go
they
ahead.
signed. So this notion that Roman failed to get good signing, the players failed at your club. You went to Inter and signed a 30 plus goals striker. The fact that they failed is a different story. But you succeeded to attract the top talent still under Roman. You still were able to go to the Bundesliga and say, who's the best young shining star in the Bundesliga? This guy, Kai Havertz. I'm getting him. And Kai Havertz said, good, Timo Werner,
Kovacic
Lukaku,
from Real Madrid.
Kovacic from Real Madrid. You were able to get the players, the top players. This is what we're talking about. People say, yeah, he failed to sign good players after Kante. No, he didn't. The players flopped at Chelsea. That's a different story, by the way. That's a different story.
And the irony is that Lukaku is still at this club and he could come back and start next season. And I could almost not watch the Belgium game because Lukaku, he looks like a grandma. Like, he hunches over, he's got zero ball control, he's finishing, he turns like a tanker. It's just so hard.
And you know one thing, one thing I was gonna
£95
say.
for that, by the way.
You know one thing I was gonna say. Chelsea fans have become like this specialist on compiling this youngsters report. They signed this youngster who won the World Cup under 20. No, seriously. They signed this youngster Brazilian called Andre Santos here. He's a top player. That he was playing at Brazil League. They all became specialists. He was the captain of Brazil. Look at him making prayers. He's motivating people. He came back to Chelsea. He got loaned up to a French team. They couldn't even start him.
Who's that?
They loaned him to Nottingham Forest.
Who's that? Washington, D.C.?
Andre
David
Santos.
Washington.
David Washington.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah, no, Andre Santos.
This is
His
Andre
name is
Santos.
Andre Santos.
Oh.
He's a top player. He went to Nottingham Forest. Did not even play a single game for 6 months. They said, wallahi, this is true. They said that it's going to be a midfield of Andre Santos, Enzo, and Caicedo. And they said, wow.
We're cooking.
We're cooking. Look what he's done for World Cup on the same team. And now, bro, that Andre Santos could not even start at Nottingham Forest. Was loaned out to a French team, could not even start there. He's now destroyed. So when you say this Estavao, they're taking a risk of 65 million. A lot of these Brazilian boys, sometimes it takes them years to adapt. You remember that youngster from Brazil that was the next Kaká that they signed? Remember? There was a youngster. He was very famous. They said
They signed too many for me to remember, Hamza. Who?
And he flopped. Listen,
Washington, you mean?
More. The only thing is that now they're linked with another Boca Junior player. They're paying 25 million. His name is Anselmo.
Where are they getting this money? This money laundry, bro. What is happening?
I asked people about this Anselmo.
No, Oscar was good. Oscar chose to go to China. Oscar
no, it's not Oscar. It's another guy.
Oscar was a good player.
Yeah,
Oscar chose the money.
Lucas Paizon. That's his name. Lucas Paizon.
Okay.
Lucas Paizon was supposed to be next Kaká.
FIFA legend, by the way. Piazon.
Lucas Paizon became crap. Yeah. So to me, I then looked at them. They're now linked with Anselmo for 25 million. It's all over.
I never heard of this guy.
He's a centre back.
Hamza, who the fuck are these names you're mentioning?
Well, I'm telling you now.
Who are they? Are you actually being serious?
Wallahi, he's only played.
Say wallahi, you're being serious.
Wallahi, he's only played 3 games for Boca Juniors. 3 games. Boca Juniors, wallahi, I did translation. Wallahi, Boca Juniors played. They said, I can't believe we're getting this money. This guy's a bum, he's injury prone. Let's take the money. Wallahi. Bro,
I thought Angelino came in. Angelino, you know the Angelino, the left.
Where are they getting this?
Angelino,
bro, it's embarrassing. I'm being honest, and I always protect Chelsea. I'm the biggest guy that protects Chelsea fans. And even I'm thinking,
Anselmo.
Your owners has destroyed you. I have never thought that your owners are going to destroy you because you should not be signing players like these. You should be signing players with experience. This year you've done poorly. You need players who can come into your team and improve your team. But how are you gonna accept it that you're signing bunch of nobodies, bunch of guys
What's
that have
that?
lack of experience, and that they're gonna be led by Enzo Fernandez, the likes of Enzo Fernandez, Badashile, Disasi, who are bums. I don't think they're good enough for Chelsea because I seen Chelsea at top level, so I'm gonna compare them to the top level. Why
John
are
Terry
they
and
not,
shit, you mean?
why they're not signing top players? Why
I've
are you
worked
not
it
signing
out.
players with experience?
The
So
FIFA
Anselmo
region.
played all in all, guys. All in all his professional career. All in all, 10 games, 490 minutes.
No way.
That's
This
all.
by the way,
FIFA region,
Wallah
guys.
al-Azim,
no
all
way.
in
This
all,
is real.
in transfer market, he played. In 2024, he played
Oh my god.
6 games. Okay? 6 games. And in 2023, he played 5 games. So 10 games. 10 games.
This
That's
is,
complete.
who told you they want him, Hamza? I'm Selenio.
It's
And
all over.
Selenio.
They're signing him for 25 million euros.
597 minutes exactly his professional career.
Well,
And
It's
that's
like they
Selenio-
His
hired
career
the
is
FIFA
less than
region guy to
100
be
Yes,
the
minutes.
scout.
Sam, that's real. Go to transfer market, check it. It's
Go
actually
check it.
real.
Will lag. My laptop will
Bro,
lag.
I don't know why they're signing this guy again. So they're signing all these players. I like, what the hell are you signing these guys? And I think their aim is they're waiting for these players to bang.
Bro,
and to
this
sign him
is
for
this is
25
side.
million.
There is money laundering here. No, this
I
has
don't know
to
why
be
they
something.
signed him.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, of course.
Yeah, Muhammad Jassim, stop with these fucking buzzword ass comments. When you're big, you're big. Oh my god, Chelsea Football Club. Bro, shut the fuck up. You're signing a player who played 300 minutes. Have some fucking like self-realization of what's happening at your
They
football club.
hired the FIFA region guy as their scout. You know, the guy that presses the refresh button and like it changes Messi into like another guy, a new name, 16-year-old.
I'll tell you what, Husam, let me tell you something. The reason why I clocked, I never knew this guy Anselmo guy, because I know River Plate and Boca, yeah. I know the best player for Boca is called Zenon. He's a good player in midfield. And the best is Franco Mastuoni, who plays for River Plate. He's top talent at
You wouldn't
16.
say Redondo's their best player?
Yeah? Zenon.
Redondo?
No, Zenon. They got a player called Zenon. Redondo went to Inter Miami. Zenon, he's top player.
Okay.
But the River Plate have Franco Mastuoni. He's gonna be world class. Fact. I put my name there in his channel. Fact. Yeah. I was thinking, who's Anselmo? I've never heard of this guy. I even asked a River Plate fan because I'm a friend with one, and he goes, I've never heard of them. I went to their page and all I heard, Boca Junior. Oh my God, take this money. This guy is not that good. He's always injured. He's never played enough game for us. Get rid of him. And I thought, oh my God. If you're losing a legend, like when Brighton lost Barco, I looked at Boca Junior's fan page and they were taking, why can't we lose Barco? Barco's one of the best left backs. We should not be losing him at this age. That's Valentino Barco at Brighton. Because you could hear his name.
The
This
ginger
guy's
left
a
back.
nobody. This guy's a nobody. Anselmo. I've never heard of him in my life. And the fact
The
that
whole point is that you can't be spending the money on these unknown players and at the same time say we can't afford Elise, or it's good
There you
business
are.
to not sign Elise because you're cutting off your present
You're coping.
for the sake
to
of a
say that.
future which doesn't even exist, right? And the players that they already have, like Ben Chilwell on 200 grand, and Fofana who never plays, and all these guys are on big money anyway. I don't even really think that 220 grand is out of the question for Elise. I think that's a fair price to pay if he's supposedly like one of the best
But
talents
I
in the
don't think
league.
the owners know what they're doing. This is the problem. And the Chelsea fan don't even know what the club's heading to. And they're just following. They're being sold up.
This
at
for me
dreams.
is the biggest problem, to be honest. This
Mm.
is the biggest problem. The fact that the Chelsea fans, there's still there's Chelsea fans talking about title race. Like that. There's Chelsea fans talking about
Maresca's
title.
talking
You
about it,
cannot
isn't
help
he?
that fucking fan base. You cannot help it. I tried helping them with the Poch stuff. They didn't listen.
I thought they're going in the right direction with this Olise thing,
I
Tosin.
thought so.
And like I thought they're going in the right direction, to be honest, yani. But looking at it now, okay, like
If they sign the guy that Hamza's talking about, Semenyo, whatever the fuck his name is, we're gonna have a conversation.
Samu, if they sign Samu, what about Samu?
Samu Dardarian, Durman, I don't know.
So why don't you? The problem is like Chelsea fans come in the comments and say we're crying. Do you see?
Yeah,
us
we're
crying?
triggered.
We hate their transfers. Why am I gonna care about Anselmo? Wallah, I don't.
Why
I
do you
don't
think
care.
we're crying?
What is the
Why do
benefit?
Chelsea fans think we're crying?
I would
They
care
don't
about
have a
inside
rep.
Osman.
So they're
Why
like,
would Hamza care when he supports City?
Nothing.
It's just
I
the
wish
truth.
Chez
The
was
truth
here.
hurts, guys.
I would cook Chez. I missed that stream this morning. Otherwise, it would have been funny because he just sat there just saying whatever the PR was
Depressed.
required. These guys are PR merchants.
And the thing is, I know the fan base were telling us they're gonna sign Ozyman. Wallah, this is the name. We're gonna sign Ozyman. If we don't, we're gonna get Alvarez. And from Ozyman to Jonathan David, I'm thinking, have some shape. Wallahi, these are the signing that I hear from Nottingham Forest. I don't hear from
Yeah,
big clubs.
Jonathan David is a forced signing.
Don't
It's a
do
Wolves
that. Don't do
signing.
that. No. Don't. Here we go with the gaslighting. You did the same
More,
shit to
more,
the
more.
Spurs
Don't do
fan.
this. Don't do
Don't
this.
smile
I
now.
don't rate
Don't
Jonathan.
No,
smile.
I don't
The
get
smile
it.
is
It's
coming.
literally Jonathan David is a Wolves signing, isn't it?
Yeah, very
It's a
good.
forced
signing,
signing.
What's Nicholas Jackson thinking right
Okay,
now?
hold
Like,
on, Husam. Jonathan David scored 19 goals in Lille in France. This is the time when Wolves go get him. You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought you were trolling what Hamza's saying. Okay, you agree with him. Okay, fair enough.
No, I agree with him.
And I thought you were joking. Okay,
I
yeah, he
think
is a
he's the
Forest. His level
He's like
is Forest.
Wolves. Fulham go get that guy.
Yeah,
You know what I
Fulham
mean?
Forest.
Go get 20 million. Oh my God. Forest did tons of these signings from Italy and France over the past couple of seasons. They did tons of these signings. Freuler, you remember? Like Luis Filippi from Atletico Madrid. Like there's tons of these signings.
I
You know
would
what I
take
mean?
Chris Wood over Jonathan David, and I hate.
I
Chris
don't
Wood.
watch enough of him to know, to be honest. But
I think it reminds me of Marwan Shamak going to Arsenal. He scored 25 goals. Yeah. But
That's an insult on Shamak. I can't let that run.
Did you rate Marwan
You're
Shamak?
gonna defend Shamak? Let's not do this. Martin.
No,
Come on.
don't. I think
Marouane Chamakh is a baller.
if Chelsea
had a-
fans,
he had a-
Marouane Chamakh is a baller.
And then he smiles. Martin, you know why he mows the asshole, not me? Look at the smile now.
Wallahi,
Look
Marouane
at
Chamakh is a baller, bro.
Yeah,
He's a
but
baller.
what's
Yeah,
He
he's a
just
baller.
came in a bad time at Arsenal. He's a baller.
Yeah, he's a baller. Yeah,
Chamakh is
stop
a
it.
baller.
You're so fucking disgraceful sometimes.
Why?
Man's doing Marwan Shamakh prop. Yeah, stop it.
Now,
Stop.
if you'd said Sonogo,
Marouane
then I'd
Chamakh
be
is
with
good,
you.
bro.
Yeah.
Marouane Chamakh.
Chamak.
Are you dissing your Moroccan brother? Is that
Yeah,
what you're doing?
don't even go there. Don't even try. Don't make it a Moroccan thing. Don't even
A
there.
Moroccan thing. Are you dissing a Moroccan player?
Can you just stop? Can you just stop not doing Shamakh prop? This is your lowest
What is wrong
ever.
with Marouane Chamakh?
Don't do Shamakh prop. Stop it. Stop it.
No,
Stop
no,
it. He was
Marouane
very good at
Chamakh.
Bordeaux. Hamza spitting. He was very good at Bordeaux, but in the Premier League never lived up to the hype.
Maybe
ever.
Arsenal were bad
he
at
was a
that
bit
time.
ass.
Maybe Arsenal were bad at that time.
Or
The
he
Premier
was
League
bad.
requires a certain level striker, and I think that's the issue. Is Jonathan David does not move the needle in the Premier League for any team.
Yeah, this is true.
Do you know what Chelsea fans are saying now? We're good with Jackson to be our starting forward.
Yeah, this is the last.
I think this is gonna be the
Should I
notion
make it
going
now?
forward now.
Should I
It's gonna
make
be
it
the
now?
notion. The notion going forward is gonna be this. We're happy with Jackson going forward. We're happy. We're happy with him. We're looking at his development. We're happy with Jackson. I rate Jackson, but I think he's an understudy.
I think their left wing is more of an issue than their striker. I think the Mudryk problem and the Sterling
Mudryk
problem.
and Sterling, yeah. But they haven't Kunku
They're
though.
not dealing with that at all. They just keep trying to find right wingers and strikers. They're collecting them, but look.
But I think the forward line
don't
is
wanna fix
scary.
Chelsea's problem.
Madueke, Jackson, Palmer behind them, and Kunku on the left. I think that's scary for the Premier League.
But Nkunku can't even play 90 minutes.
He's not staying fit.
And
You
he's
guys,
injured.
so your defense would not be scared if you play Madueke,
No.
Jackson, and Kunku and Palmer as a 10?
No.
Honest.
I think that's one of those fantasy lineups that sounds dangerous in your head, but when you watch them play, there's like no cohesion.
This is a very good point
tracking
from
back,
Martin.
or I don't know, all the other important things that are required. It
Who
just
says
sounds-
that will work? Mo, don't smile because Martin made a good point. You can't just smile. Your smile does not answer the fucking question. How about that? Man out here smiling like, Habib, we're not doing a modeling photo shoot. This is a football debate stream. Why are you fucking smiling? Answer Martin's point because he made a good point.
I don't think it's scary at all, by the way. This Jackson, Madueke.
So,
it's
I think
scary,
if
bro.
it's fucking scary, if you don't believe it yourself,
I was
you're
joking,
so right.
ya Ibni. Why don't
I
you
don't
guys
think
get
the
it?
number 10s should be pushed out to left wings like we see happen with Foden. He's
So
just
Maresca
not
doesn't play
naturally
with
a
a
wide
10.
player. What's that?
Maresca, the new thing now. The new thing.
Maresca normally used to play
Okay,
back.
hold on.
Back
The new thing now. Well, if Ulisi comes in, but Maresca doesn't play with a 10 anyway, and we have a right winger. We have two. We have Madueke and Palmer. Anyway, that's the
Best
new thing.
dribbler in the league.
Bro, 2
Noni.
weeks ago, it was Palmer, Madueke. We're going to get a starting forward, Nkunku on the left, we're cooking. Now it's like, well, he doesn't play with a 10 anyway. You know, Palmer has to start. You know, the narrative change every time the circumstances change.
That's not called narrative. That's called
What's
inhaling
called,
more copium. That's what that's called.
That is the thing.
Pure coke.
Like every time, by the way, there is a lot of football fans lately do that. Inter fans do this. If we get this guy, we're cooking. Liverpool fans do this. Arsenal fans do this as well. Oh, we aren't getting Osimhen, we aren't getting a striker. We'll get someone else and we will cook. Everyone does this. There is no one that will sit. There is a handful of people that will sit and actually say it as it is. Say it as it is. I'm a top club. I need top players. If I'm going to challenge this Man City team in the future, I need top players. If I'm to win the league, I need top players. If I'm to make top four, if I'm to make a progress, I need top players. There is very handful of people. I'm going to give it to Husam here, not because he's my co-host. But one of the things that I was listening to his show once on a transfer when they were linked, and I said that in the beginning of the show, to Somerville, he literally sat there and said, you're all doing copium. Who's this guy Somerville? Playing the championship. Right?
Yeah.
And this is just as it is. I am not going to defend my club. Like when my club went and got Alexis Sanchez and got Arnautovic, I said, what the fuck are you doing? What is this? People are like, oh, no, we're cooking. Alexis will come and cook. Arnautovic will come and cook. You're coping, of course, with levels, the money versus the free signings, whatever. You know what I mean? You call it as it is. That is the thing.
There's also the other side where you can spend a lot of money and end up with a dud. And it's kind of this disconnect between are we doing everything we can to get better, or are we just wasting our money on hype signings? And I think that Chelsea they're not used to this particular part of the copium spectrum where you absolutely are stuck with rubbish and you have to paint it and make it look like it's brilliant, because
otherwise what are you going to do in the shows, right? What are you going to sit and do in the shows?
What's that?
What are you going to do in the shows if you don't do what you just said?
Well, you could be mad at your club and then crush out and clown like out, all that kind of stuff. You can go that route.
No, you can be Johnny Mendes, you can be Miz.
I think most people just want to be happy and watch football. They don't want to be that negative voice that's just always complaining. And I think that's a lot of
Arsenal fans now.
I'm talking about Arsenal fans, Man United fans, Chelsea fans, Tottenham fans. Anyone who's not winning, which is basically Man City, all have a certain level of cope. And Chelsea's are off the charts right now. So I think it's hilarious. And I told you literally 2 days ago, that they weren't getting Elise, and you're like, it's done deal.
I thought they're gonna, bro. The way they were talking, I thought selling Ian Mason. I thought it's done deal. July 1st. I thought he's gonna be a Chelsea player.
Who?
I thought Olise is gonna be a Chelsea player.
I thought so. I was so confident.
I thought July 1st, when the new financial year opens, they sold Ian Mason in this financial year. I thought they have the money. They're gonna go and get their guy Olise, who they have been talking to him for weeks now, and I thought it's a done deal. To be honest, I got fooled. I'm not in the know.
These ownerships have put in new
structures. But the ownership proved to us before that the Caicedo, Enzo, Mudryk, Sterling, Cole, this ownership proved to us before that they are capable of getting their target. So I had no evidence to doubt them in terms of like getting the deal over the line.
I had the reason because Maresca, and also because Palmer's in his position and they don't really need Elise. He's not really solving a lot of problems. But all of these clubs are trying to do this thing right now where they're like, a new start. We're going to buy someone who's going to signify the change in direction of this football club. And Elise was supposed to be that for Chelsea. I just could never see him actually.
I'll tell you why. It proved me. One thing proved me.
Chelsea fans don't act like
one second.
That's the problem.
One second, let me say this. One thing proved me this summer. After what they felt and they knocked out Pochettino and said Pochettino was a problem, they didn't go and get an elite manager. That already told me that football club are not serious. And Chelsea fans, you have to accept it. Your owners went to get a Leicester City manager. Yeah? And you're bigger than that. You're bigger than that. That showed me they do not want to win. Fact. If I had told any Chelsea fan from the beginning, you're getting Enzo Maresca, if I told them in April, they would have laughed at me and said, Hamza, you're a troll, you're a fool. This is why we hate you. You talk too much. We can't stand you. So I'm getting this guy out of the show. More, why do you keep bring this guy over every time back? They would have said it.
You
They
just
would have
like
said
that as well. He's so right.
how irrelevant. Well, how dare you bring that name? This guy is so shameless, wallah. But guess what? They got Enzo Maresca. Wallahi, even they were shocked. But they were so you know when you're man, you know when you're shameless, but you can't say you're shameless. But people look at you, you're naked, and they say you're going away in some clothes. You're shameless, but you pretend you don't know. That's what Chelsea fans are. Olise do. Oh, we're gonna get him. Everything's
The
happening.
craziest ever
After that,
Hamza
we're
narrative.
getting. After that, we're getting Osimhen. Oh, their own Osimhen's. All the tweets on Osimhen, they're liking it. They're asking, when are you coming, brother? When are you gonna join us? Olise is tweeting some.
Isco.
I'm jumping on spaces. They ask Hamza, when are you gonna sell us Alvarez? I'm thinking, yo, you're not gonna buy Alvarez. And suddenly we hear Bamba. Police is not going to you. Alvarez is not going to you. You're signing a guy that has the same amount of goals that like Aubameyang for Marseille. The same amount of goals as Lacazette. Lacazette. The same amount of goals is your main striker. Yeah. If I had told you you're signing Jonathan David, you're signing Enzo Maresca, you would have laughed at me. And I said you this name like Anselmo, you would have said, oh, we're all mad. We're all haters. Arsenal fans are haters. Husam's a hater. Mo's a hater. And this Man City fan's a plastic fan. But now guess what? Yeah? You even don't know. They're shivering. Husam, I'll tell you that. They're worried now. They're worried. They think, what is going on in the future? We just struggled and finished Europa Conference League next
No, but
year.
the worrying part, Hamza,
And
is
now
there's
it's
still
just gonna
people who
get
aren't
worse.
worried. No, the worst part is there's still people who aren't worried. They're actually fully saying like, oh, we're gonna do this next season, we're gonna do that. I feel like they really haven't realized what's happening to their football club, and it's actually funny because I'm just waiting for next season. Hamza will be speaking on Spaces. I'll be doing shows, and Mo will be doing shows, inshallah. And all we're gonna hear is Maresca out.
Yeah.
It's the defensive structure and the way he lines up the team as to why we absolutely suck right now. It's just gonna be. It's Chelsea fans just don't get what's happening to their football club, and until they wake up and smell the coffee, it's just not gonna work. But anyway, Mo, do the super chats before we talk Euro talk a little bit.
300 watchers. Banter on Dio. Big up Dio. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's get.
Can you
100
read
likes.
English first of all, or do you want me to read it?
300 watching. Let's get 150 likes, you fraud.
Banter, Dio, 300 watchers, 300 watching. Let's get 150 likes, you frauds.
100%
Simple English.
I said
You're the one with the fucking green card.
Habibi, I don't have a green card.
There you are. You have citizenship, even worse.
300 watching. Let's get. By the way, there's a lot of citizens here. It's okay. 300 watching. Let's get 150 likes, you frauds, guys. The like button underneath your live chat. It's simple. Support the channel. Hamza Shampoo. Lusam's opinion on Trent yesterday, you fraud.
We
What was
already
his
spoke
opinion?
about it. Go watch yesterday's show.
What
I'm
was
not
his-
afraid to say that my players didn't have a good game. I'm not Hamza. I call them out.
Chelsea lived the dream, the new leads. Do you guys think, last question, do you guys think that Chelsea will fall? Like to the point of being a mid-table team?
Depends who they
Told you
sign, but
that.
why do we act like it's impossible for them to fall? That's the thing. They could.
It could. Talk about the Euros. I'm going to say something. Kevin De Bruyne today. Okay. No. Last question. Kingsley. Thank you. Question. What will the narrative be if Chelsea exceeds?
We're sorry we were wrong. That's the narrative.
I'll be amazed. It requires everything to go perfectly for them to actually like be top four.
Here is my response to this. Okay. Normally, people like to be right or wrong about things. I don't care about that. Okay. All I care about is very simple. In football analysis, all the time, right? This is how football analysis, how every analysis works. If you studied any physics, chemistry, you look at the math, you look at the givens, and you try to conclude. If the outcome is different, that is a surprise. Kingsley, I'm going to ask you a question. Are the givens now, Are the indications in front of you good now? Do you expect the outcome to be good? I bet the answer is no. If the outcome is good, that is a surprise, right? Because you have number one, your first target didn't choose your club. You hired an inexperienced manager, right? You still have the high wages of Sterling, Lukaku's on your squad, and you aren't selling them yet. You don't have enough experience in your team. The only one that is experienced is Thiago Silva, and he left. The only leadership is Thiago Silva, and he left. Right? That will be now. You haven't. Have they recruited any experience apart from him? Like, no, it's Tosin. This guy Tosin. So basically, Kingsley, to answer you, the surprise will be them being better than last season. That is a surprise. I'm going to ask
They
an
should
Arsenal.
sign a better medical team while they're at it.
So,
I think
so
that's
for
important.
example, I'm going to give you an example before moving on to Belgium. If Arsenal don't sign anyone, and Man City sign a couple of good players, if you ask anyone logically, they would tell you Man City will win the league. If Arsenal win it, it's a surprise. It's called looking at the givens, trying to predict the future. This is called analysis. This is what analysis is, by the way. You analyze the market, trying to expect that stock will go up or that stock will go down. If that company succeeded above expectations, that is called a surprise. Simple. So it's not about being right or wrong. Anyway, going back to the Belgian thing.
Yeah, I'll start.
No, 1 second. You wanted to say something about
One
KDB,
second.
Mo? What do you want to say about
KDB
KDB?
in the first half. KDB in the first half
Mo.
fluffed his line completely.
More.
Can I talk?
The problem is
In the first half, KDB is the one. I'm looking at you, KDB, in the first half. And I said it on my watch along. He had 3 chances to kill off the game. He fluffed his line 3 times to kill off the game and make it 2-0. This is it. When I'm looking at KDB, I'm looking at this is when you earn your money. This is when Odegaard earned his money. This is when Ozil earned his money.
Daddy, Zidane
Right?
had the same trophy.
Don't cut me
and
off.
yes-
I'm gonna give you the
Wow.
floor to talk. We know you're gonna do a monologue for 20 minutes. Don't cut me off, please. Please don't cut me off, Hamza. Please, I'm begging you. Yes, he had a good pass to Lukaku, who was ruled out of sight. Yes, he scored the final goal. He had a couple of shots in the first half. Belgium should have been walking this game, like all the big teams. Why? Because you have a big player in KDB. Belgium had 3 chances that fell to KDB to pick the right pass, and he fluffed his line. That's it. In the second half, he picked up. Yes, he had a good pass in the second half, and he scored a goal. But in the first half, this is when you earn your money. This is it. You earn your money in these situations. Kill off the game. Make your teammates more comfortable. You got the chances, and he didn't. This is why people are on his back all the time. We're not looking at the Lukaku. Trossard was atrocious, but nobody's looking at Trossard as a superstar of the Belgian team. Everyone is looking at KDB. He kept KDB single-handedly kept Romania in the game until Belgium scored the second. Single-handedly. Doku, on the other hand, just to be honest, in my opinion, cooked. And why did he cook? He ignored KDB. The reason why Belgium scored the first goal is because Doku ignored KDB. KDB made the overlap run, kept begging for the ball. Doku's like, sit on the floor. I am doing it. He took them on the in the 18 and he passed the ball to Lukaku. It was a simple pass, and then Lukaku laid it off. Doku
Do
today.
you think there's a healthy amount of Romanian tax there? Like Doku wasn't actually doing a lot. He would just stutter, and then his defender would fall over, and then
Yeah, but
he
that's
just had like a clear pass.
that's the trickery.
Yeah,
I can't. That's
I
the
don't know.
trickery.
I felt like he wasn't really
Doku
doing
was
a lot.
very good, actually. To be honest, Doku was very, very good today. Direct, straightforward to the point. Was driving to the 18. Doku was good. I'm not
But
gonna
then what
say
did he do with the final ball though? He would
As a
just
2.0
bring
today.
it over the bar or hit the side netting or whatever.
Doku.
Like that's my issue with him. He's got
Why
the
did they score the
skills, but
first
he
goal? Why
doesn't
did they score the first goal?
Because Lukaku did a little layoff that was almost like a hospital pass, and Tielemans.
Nobody would have passed this pass to Lukaku. By the way, Doku. By the way, any other player, I'm gonna tell you, Martin. Any other player would have passed it to Kevin De Bruyne because that's his captain.
Yeah.
You know when Kevin De Bruyne made the overlap run, He ignored
I
them
don't have a problem with
completely.
KDB. I think that KDB is overhated in these situations because people are like waiting for him to turn from the point to being over the hill. And they're just like, is this the game where everyone will decide that KDB is washed or he's past
He's
it?
not
I think
washed.
people are trying way too hard on that.
He's not washed. I think just with Belgium, he's good, but I don't think he's like.
But
impressive.
look at who he's got in front of him. He's got Lukaku. Like, would you do a through ball to Lukaku if he's making a run? Like, I feel like I would be like,
He
no,
did a through
I'm
ball to
going to
Lukaku, and
pretend.
Lukaku finished it.
Yeah, but he was offside or whatever, or what? Wasn't that?
He was offside by like 2 inches.
Yeah, but I feel like I would be surrounded by idiots if I was KDB. Like, I just don't want to pass to anyone. I'd just be like, I'm going to make a run and shoot.
It's the opposite. It's the opposite. Actually, Doku and this guy, the other guy, what's his name? The right-sided guy, the left-footed guy. They didn't want to pass. By the way, they didn't want to pass to KDB. They didn't want to.
Probably because he's going to shoot. I don't know.
Because he's not going to give it back. Hamza.
Let Hamza
Talk
do his
to me.
1-1.
Talk to
Yeah.
me, Hamzawi. Talk to me.
Listen, to me, KDB again humbled everyone. Last game he was brilliant. I thought he was great, but I think Lukaku didn't finish his chance, and I'm not going to blame Lukaku. Today, I think he had a performance and a half because I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for him because he plays with Fires, who plays in the Championship. In 2024, he's got Vertonghen. He's got another guy at the left back. I don't know where that guy is from. Castanha's from Fulham. And Onana's fighting relegation at Everton. He's got Aston Villa bench boy in midfield. And this guy is carrying his team single-handedly. And I don't think anyone has ever had a bad team than him at top level. And this is why I respect him. I think when we're seeing in this tournament players flopping, Luka Modric being one of the worst players in this tournament, KDB is going beyond that level and showing I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to try and grind out and show you, although my players are poor, yeah, no one will take him to any other team. I will take them to the top. And today he showed there's a picture that's going on that shows you how good that KDB is. And a picture that just tells you, like,
Hamza, you're on the full
how
screen.
much-
No one cares about the picture.
Look at that picture.
No one cares about
Let
the
me
picture.
find that picture. That's like someone said there. It's like a king. They're surrounding him, honored, feel privileged to be in the same car. Look at them. They're all like, yo, this guy is special. This guy is beyond that level. When I said I've lived in England since how many years as a young child, never seen players in English football
That's a lie.
doing at that top level. And I'll give
Lie.
you an example. 1 second. People
Lie.
criticize Belgium all the time. They had a golden generation. You know who had a better generation? England. Left back, Ashley Cole.
Lie again.
1 second. Ashley Cole, left back. Sol Campbell, Rio Ferdinand, John Terry in defense. And Woodgate, who went to Real Madrid. Another 4-choice centre back. Look at that 4-choice centre. Left back, Ashley Cole. One of the best in the world. One of the greatest ever. Gary Neville, treble winner. Then they had Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, Paul Scholes, David Beckham, Owen Hargreaves at Bayern Munich, Michael Owen and Rooney up front. Quarterfinals. Kicked out the quarterfinals. Donkeys. Typical donkeys. Finishing third in Euro 2000. World Cup 2002 dunked out. Fighting Brazil 10 men. They can't even do it. Brazil 10 men. Dunked on them. They can't even beat a 10-man team of Brazil. 2004 struggled. All they can hype up. Rooney had a good game. Rooney against France. Rooney against France. Greece won the Greece won the tournament with bunch of nobody. When Steven Gerrard couldn't carry his team.
Oh my
Look,
God! Here we go.
Karagunis-
Don't
Karagunis-
waffle. Why is it always
No,
Stevie G?
1 second. Karagunis is carrying his country to the final. Karagunis has a bigger legacy than Steven Gerrard.
No,
are we
he
doing
doesn't.
here? Stevie, he does. He won. Are you joking? Karagunis was impressive for Greece. Don't cast Karagunis.
He has a bigger legacy than KDB because he has the Euros as well.
Liverpool fans don't want
Bigger legacy than KDB.
bigger legacy than Steven Gerrard for his
Bigger
country.
legacy than
Steven
KDB.
Gerrard. Steven Gerrard was known to be the player that told Paul Scholes, "You're moving left wing."
Karagunis,
And
one
then-
title.
and then 1 second.
KDB, 0
And
titles.
then Paul Scholes retired because of that. Paul Scholes said, "I'm not playing left wing."
Why didn't you say this in
We
front
had-
of Terry?
we had
So now I have to
English
show my
players.
face.
We had
Why didn't you
English
say this in
players
front of Terry?
retiring at the age of 28.
Why did you lie to
International
Terry?
football
Can you tell
because
me?
they don't have a legacy.
Yeah, but why did you lie to
Then
Terry?
Steven Gerrard having a howlers. Never did anything for his club except Champions League. Oh, he won me the FA Cup against West Ham and the Champions League 3-3 draw against AC Milan. Then I took a penalty. Yes, you do that saved you, boy. You didn't win it fairly. You bloody got a draw and you went to penalties, boy. Yeah, don't brag about that. He failed in the biggest moment in your league history to win you a league title. Slipped.
Yeah, but why when you lost to
Everyone.
Madrid on penalties, you said it was
No,
on
1 second.
penalties?
So to me, KDB has to be respected. Today's performance today, he took the ball, he was dribbling. Wallahi, one time he did a dirty one. He passed the guy, wallahi, nutmegged him. Dirty nutmeg. He ran towards goal. And I thought, yo, if he was any other player, but because he's not selfish, he passed. And he had a left winger, a right winger, who was a bum, I thought, who was not passing. Doku, the only reason Doku...
Yeah, Habibi, he scored against fucking Romania, Hamza. You're doing too much.
It does.
Stop
Romania
it.
is a big country. It's bigger than your country that you're hyping up. Steven Gerrard scored against Trinidad and Tobago. Are you joking? Well, didn't you have
Bro,
some shame?
Steven Gerrard had an assist
well,
every single Euro game.
Yeah.
The last game he
Didn't
had.
have any legacy.
He had an assist against Italy.
Kevin De Bruyne came third in a World Cup, only to lose to the world champions. And that's
Kevin De
Belgium.
Bruyne didn't come third in the World Cup.
With Belgium. When
Kevin
Steven Gerrard
De
could
Bruyne.
not do anything for his country.
Yeah, he had Hazard. He has
one
all
of the greatest that you talk about. Could not even do
But
it for
that's
his
not
country.
to do with Gerrard. That's
1
not
second.
Gerrard's problem.
Today's performance by KDB, I'm gonna hype it up.
Don't
Wallahi, I
critique
can't
that.
wait for
Again, he
Belgium
showed
to
up for his
10 minutes.
country. It reminded me, and that you haven't watched it. Today's performance, I believe, was as good as Zidane at Portugal, Euro 2000 France, Portugal.
Okay, yeah.
That's how good he was. He was impressive. But because he doesn't have top players, if he had better players that Zidane had up front, if he had better players in midfield that Zidane had, then he would have praised him. He would have won major tournaments. Yeah. Today, he kept you hush. Again, Man City players won't play their game. Best players in a group. Alvarez. Alvarez, KDB, Bernardo Silva, Akanji, all carrying a country. Let me finish by saying this. You compare them to, look at a shameful club. Let me give you an example. I'm going to dunk on this club, and I'm going to be shameless, wallahi, because they come from Real Madrid players. Wallahi, what a shame. Kylian Mbappe, 0 goals, Euro Championship. He has Bernardo Silva has more goals than you in a Euros. Hold that, boy. Hold that.
Romania were like,
Bellingham,
like Tottenham, Highline type stuff. Like it was-
Bellingham was so poor, he got criticized.
I'm
the whole
sorry,
country
Martin.
criticizing
Sorry.
him. Arda
How do
Güler,
we
who's
stop
Your
him?
debuts with this guy. I'm sorry.
1 second. Arda Güler, who's supposed to be a top talent, he's eating bench for Turkey. Luka Modric has the worst performance for Croatia and probably one of the worst players in this Euros. Andriy Lunin's eating bench for Ukraine. Nacho, as soon as my boy from Saudi Arabia, Laporte, comes back, eat bench, boy. Champions League means nothing. Thibaut Courtois never got taken. Edward Camavinga played bench, and Felan Mendy, bench. Madrid.
You're just saying names out.
Yeah,
Hamza.
Madrid.
No one knows what you're talking about.
My boys are playing at top level. See, I don't care. You can go out. My players are playing at top level. I don't care. And my players, KDB today, he showed why. The reason why you guys sit down and waiting for Man City players to fail, because we are the real guys in world football. No one cares about Madrid. If Madrid plays, you will not criticize Madrid players having stinkers. Because they've had stinkers.
Belgium got
No
a
one
stinker.
criticizes them. No one criticizes Mbappe not scoring a goal. But people are waiting to criticize Man City players. Because you know why? Because you believe we're the best. You believe our players are the great. They're a threat to your big clubs like Steven Gerrard's legacy. You know KDB has a bigger legacy in international football than your players. I don't know
No, he
about.
doesn't.
I'm not going to
No,
come
he
for
doesn't.
Arsenal, but definitely Steven Gerrard. Definitely Steven Gerrard. I will never
No, he
accept
doesn't.
Steven Gerrard. I will never. Steven Gerrard.
McAllister has a bigger legacy than Kevin De Bruyne.
It was Messi World Cup. Everyone knows.
Oh, it was Messi's World Cup. There you are. So you
Alvarez
can't
won.
win. It was
Alvarez
Messi's
won that
World
World
Cup.
Cup, boy.
And you know, if
Hamza, you've
Belgium
gotta
won the
be
World
more
Cup, it would have been
concise with
Hazard's
your
World
point.
Cup. So sit on the floor.
You got to be more concise with your point because Mo's doing his online shopping right now. Like Husam's checking his Snapchat. Like you're just saying names. We don't know.
How do you know
what's
I'm
the
checking my Snapchat?
point.
I'm not.
just
I'm
guessing.
actually listening to him
I actually am.
dissing Gerrard and Lampard and all these guys.
Yeah, what's
Again,
that?
the
What's
point?
Scholes done? What's Lampard? Lampard hit the post. All he did is hit
What
the
did
post.
Kevin De Bruyne do for Belgium?
Yes, good question. Mwah. What did he do for Chelsea? Belgium's greatest players is called Luke Nilis, Mark Wilmots, Enzo Schiffer.
Wikipedia.
You've never heard of them. Look, Hamza knows.
I know. Emil and Penza. Stop disrespecting
No,
us.
Emil Penza. No. Schiffer.
Oh, Mark Wilmots.
Remember
You think we don't
Schiffer.
know them?
You will never know the guy. Emil and Penza played. Listen, Penza brothers, one of them played for Marco. Enzo Schiffer. Yeah, great players. And guess what? They've never hit anywhere. Guess what? KDB took to them. Him and Hazard, and I'll give the whole team credit. They gave them third, and they only lost to a team that went to win it. If they had faced Croatia and England, I believe they're going final. He has what he's done for Belgium is bet more than players I can name. Wallahi, I can name. And let me know. Let me give
What
you
did
one
he
name.
do for Belgium? Answer the damn question.
Came third in the World Cup.
Yay.
Belgium to third place in the World Cup.
Okay, so you have to respect Arsenal from now on. They came second in the Premier League.
No, World Cup. We're talking World Cup.
I'm talking about Premier League. Liverpool came third. Liverpool came third in the Premier League. Yes.
Third World Cup.
Yes. Salah carried us to third. We got bronze medal. Let's go.
Belgium's a big country. Come third.
Kovacic came second.
Absolutely.
Brozovic
One of
came
the great.
second.
And guess what?
Is Kovacic one of the greatest midfielders ever?
Listen, I respect him for that.
I'm gonna
Yes.
tell you one thing. Is Kovacic better than Lampard, Gerrard, and Scholes because he came second with his country?
He has a better achievement than those two for their country. Fact. Yes or no? More, be honest.
No.
Has Kovacic has a better legacy for his country than Lampard, Scholes, and Gerrard? Yes or no?
Yes.
There you are. It's simple. There you are.
No.
Who is
But
no?
is he
No, because
better?
legacy in the way that Hamza's talking about, you've got to be
international
the
Exactly.
guy.
I need to define legacy, Husam. So I want
No, here's the thing. If we're talking about legacies and team
Guys,
trophies,
Sounds
if we're
upset.
talking about legacies and team trophies, then McAllister has a bigger legacy than Steven Gerrard. Enzo has a bigger legacy than Frank Lampard. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a silly conversation. Like Dybala has a bigger legacy than Kevin De Bruyne. Paredes has a big legacy. Montiel has a bigger legacy. Montiel has a bigger legacy than Kyle Walker. Yalla, let's play this dumbass game. If we just go look, okay, where the team finished. Now you have to look how important the player was. Yeah, I'll give you an example.
You're dissing Chelsea.
Does anyone think that Belgium
Stop
will
Hamza,
lead the
because
Euro?
I'm going to educate you on football now. Last Euros that Steven Gerrard played in 2012, he made team of the tournament. Every group stage game he assisted in. They got knocked out to Italy on penalties and he scored his penalties. So he didn't even miss it. So he actually had a very good tournament. 2006 World Cup, this guy's laughing about the Trinidad and Tobago thing. It was 0-0 against Trinidad and Tobago, 88th minute. Gerrard got a goal and an assist. England,
Trinidad and Tobago.
Stop waffling and listen. 2010 World Cup. The only goal to be scored by England in a group stage game scored by Steven Gerrard. Now the others didn't pull their weight, or the others played like shit. Wallahi, that's not Gerrard's fault.
One second.
Because the same way this guy, by the way, you know who Hamza blames for Belgium not going through to the World Cup final. He blames Lukaku. He blames Hazard. He blames every single Belgian player not called Kevin De Bruyne. So why don't I keep the same energy for Gerrard that he does for Belgium? Stop, Hamza, let me finish. That he does for Kevin De Bruyne and Belgium. When Belgium didn't win the World Cup last time, he blamed everyone else. It was Lukaku's fault and Hazard's fault and blah, blah, blah. Okay. The reason why England didn't win the World Cup was Rooney's fault because he had one World Cup goal in his whole career. Because he had one World Cup goal in his whole career. It was Lampard's fault. It was, Gary Neville's fault. It was Rio Ferdinand's fault. It was John Terry's fault. It was Rob Green's fault. It was not his fault.
Husam, I'm looking at here. Andy Carroll, a World Cup, was scoring for England. Welbeck
Gerrard assisted him, by the way.
Jonathan Welbeck scored for England. Have some shame. Like literally. Yeah, Hamza. No one brags about Theo Walcott scoring goals in the World Cup. He scored a lot of goals in the World Cup for England in the tournament. No one cares for some. To you, you don't want to accept that there's some
Gerrard
players-
scored a goal against Germany away, 5-1 domination.
Yeah, what tournament was that? What tournament was that?
That was World Cup qualification.
Qualifiers. That's what I'm saying. We're talking about tournaments. He has no legacy for international football except that I remember.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
question
that's
for
why
you,
I'm
Hamza.
telling you, your
Question,
logic
question,
is weak because then every English player doesn't have legacy.
He's never done anything for his
Yeah,
country.
but then okay, Sergio Aguero
He's
has no
never-
legacy then internationally.
Except
Aguero has no legacy internationally.
Hold on, but at least he went to the final. He went to the final World Cup.
See how
final.
he plays games.
At least he won the World Cup final. Tell me,
Hamza, you cannot compare where the guy finished. Legacy, there's two ways to define a legacy. Let me tell you. There's two ways to define legacy. Either how good you were for the team that you're talking about, meaning, let's assume, for the sake of argument, Arsenal won the league last season. You cannot say Saka legacy equal Nketiah legacy, just because they both won the trophy. So it's not just a matter of no, but that's not the point. It's not the matter of where you arrive. Because when we speak about City players, no one sit up here and go like, people say Kevin De Bruyne, people say Aguero, some people say David Silva, some people say, but like Rodri, but no one's out here going like, oh yeah, Zinchenko's legacy, he has 3 Premier Leagues. Oh yeah, blah 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 legacy. Like no one says this dumb shit. You know why? Because it's not just a matter of trophies. It's about how important you were for your team. Now Belgium and England are the exact same. They both don't have a World Cup. They both don't have a Euros. Both their golden generations failed. One just failed more nicely. That's it. But they both failed.
1 second.
So it doesn't matter.
England came in the final. Yeah, last Euro. Saka, Declan Rice, whether you like it or not, Harry Kane has a bigger leg, whether you like it or not, because they went to the final.
No, but they don't because they didn't win it
for their country. So
but they didn't win it, Hamza. So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but still they've got bigger legacy than your.
What's the legacy if it doesn't involve winning?
So before you come up from other players, look at your players, look at your legend. To me today, Kevin De Bruyne shushed everyone, kept everyone quiet at the age.
He didn't shush anyone. He scored a goal against Romania.
Listen, he was man of the match.
Romania.
It doesn't matter. Romania.
Is Belgium going to win the Euros, Hamza? Is Belgium going to win the Euros? Is KDB going to carry them to the Euros this year?
Did you hear what I said about their players? Do you trust Vertonghen? Would you take Vertonghen?
You don't think they're going to? You don't think?
Hold on. Do you think Vertonghen and Faiz would walk in, or Castagna would walk into Germany's team? Would they walk into France's team? No. Only KDB will walk into that team.
KDB don't.
Like, we're talking about legacy, but like I think I just want to like focus on. Okay, it was Romania. They weren't playing that well. It was open, a very open game. I don't know if I can see from this performance Belgium getting anywhere near like finals, let alone semifinals.
They're not going to get final. What are we doing here? Because you need a complete team. But he's already achieved. To me, he's already achieved his dream as international football. This season, I guarantee he will go quarterfinals, 100%. Yeah, he's going to go. Okay. But the team that are going to win it is Spain, Germany, England, or France. But I'll tell you why.
We saw poor performances from 3 of those 4 teams just now. Like France, Netherlands was apparently a dead game. I didn't even watch it. England was a dead game. We all know that. Germany didn't do that well. And Spain, I think Spain. Germany in the last game, Germany. What's that?
Germany and Spain, they look like they play together like a team. It's like a bunch of players that they've got there and they're able to play together and there's cohesiveness and they've got a figure there that they look up to. For example, Germany have players like Gundogan who are leaders. I can see Kroos is a leader. Musiala who wants to play with them. They're passing the ball to each other. You see, same thing as Spain. Spain, I'm seeing a leader like Rodri, yeah, playing with youngsters who are listening to him, who are fighting for the team. I can see that. The other teams, you're right. France is always the dark horse because Kante is there. When I mention the word Kante, you have to sit on the floor because Kante, although he's going to Saudi, he's a
bigger legacy than KDB.
Fact. I don't have pride to accept it. Kante has won the world.
Yeah, but Kante has the World Cup.
One of the greatest players of all time. I have to accept it.
Yeah, he has the World Cup.
Yeah,
I just think that we're going to see teams that are winning despite their being filled by scrubs, right? Like KDB is going to carry Belgium a certain distance. Mbappe will probably carry France to a final if he comes back from
never
his
scored,
injury.
never
with his
scored the
broken-
Euros. How can he carry when
Well, I think
it
World
was
Cup
Kante.
experience.
It was Kante that was carrying them. No, let's make it clear. Kante carried them. Yeah, when Kante didn't play in the World Cup, they didn't win it. Kante played
Yeah,
the
but
last
Kante
World,
can
they won it.
stop them getting scored against, but he's not going to be the guy that wins the game with the.
Who
with the
carried
goal.
Belgium in the World Cup, Hamza?
It was KDB and Hazard.
No. It was
There's
only
no
Hazard.
and. You have to choose one player.
Those
Hazard,
KDB,
KDB scored 1 goal against Brazil.
He knocked
Lukaku,
out Brazil. Who
Hazard,
said that?
Dries Mertens are the people that carried Belgium at that time.
It was KDB. I thought it was KDB.
No.
You know, Dries Mertens played better for Belgium than KDB. You know this, right?
Do you know that Eden Hazard carried the team, him, Lukaku,
did,
with
he
Dries
did, he did.
Mertens,
He did.
until that semi-final?
Chelsea fans, this is your leader, by the way. Did Hazard carry Belgium, Hamza? Yes or no?
Hamza.
KDB.
It was definitely Hazard.
What year was that? 1 second. What year was that?
2018. Go check it.
This
One
is your
second.
king, Chelsea fans?
Mo, how far do you think Belgium are going to get this competition?
I don't know
With
the
Doku
brackets.
cooking.
I don't know the brackets.
You don't know the brackets, but you know the teams. You've seen everyone play. What do you
Do
feel?
you know the
like?
problem is they're gonna be
Hazard
top of the
and
group. They're gonna,
KDB.
you know what is gonna happen? They're gonna play a third. You know that
No,
Yeah,
because
they-
they might not top the group still.
they're gonna top the group. You know they're gonna win the
How?
last game. They're gonna top the group.
Okay, even if they win the last game. طيب.
They top the
Let's-
group because they won against the Romanian team.
Ukraine, yeah, Romania. That's true.
That's the
Unless
thing.
they draw and Romania win, then they don't top the group.
And but I don't think they're gonna draw against
Yeah, but
Ukraine.
here now you're speculating.
Against you think Ukraine are gonna win against Belgium?
No chance.
Do you think
And I
Belgium
did
beats
say
England?
draw. Can you listen first? Draw, I
Daydream.
said.
Does
Supposed to
Belgium
be-
beat England in
No.
a head-to-head?
Belgium don't beat any of the top teams. Their defense is what, bro. The Romanian guys were cooking them today, bro.
Yeah, I said
Like
that on the 10.
If these guys, bro, these Romanian guys look like five-a-side guys. If they weren't looking for the flicks and tricks and all the stuff and the small passes, they would have, bro. They would get in front of the goal and one of them like dance around the players, bro.
KDB is going through, and Modric is going out. And
No,
Modric, came second.
Modric is 42 years old.
It doesn't matter.
Modric
KDB and
Modric
all I need to say
is
to Modric
39.
now,
Isn't Modric born in
KDB came
84?
second. KDB came
Isn't
third,
Modric?
and-
Bro,
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne born in 92. Modric born in 84. There is 8 years difference, if I'm not mistaken.
Modric, no,
85.
Modric, no.
85. Okay, I made 1 year mistake. KDB is 32 years old, if I'm not mistaken. There's 7 years difference. And you
No,
compare them
Modric
both.
was done 38. He's 38. KDB, they're only 5 years apart.
Isn't KDB like 32 and Modric is 38? That's 6
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
difference.
30, 38.
He's 39. I'm sorry. Modric is 39.
No, 38.
Yeah,
What
he's
do you-
38. He's 38 years old. Yes.
September 9th.
So you try to stretch
6
it. you
years
know.
old. Hamza, you're
5
comparing.
years,
You're
4 years,
comparing.
man.
You're
Have some
comparing
shame,
someone.
Someone
as
added
38
40, have
years
some
old,
shame.
someone 38 years old to someone that's 32 years old.
Bro, all I'm saying is
Bro, the guy
Modric-
doesn't have legs anymore.
Pepe's still cooking at the age of 41. Ronaldo's still cooking at the age of 39.
Defenders play longer, midfielders
There you
don't.
are.
And you know that.
Oh, now okay. There
Okay,
you
I
are.
want to check something.
There
I
you
want
are,
to see
there you
Kevin De Bruyne. Okay, you know what? I said it here. I want to see Kevin De Bruyne at the age
Big
of
up African
34
fan.
winning Champions Leagues like Modric. I want to
Huh?
see that. Will Kevin De Bruyne be playing in Saudi Arabia about the age of 33, 34? Yes. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
KDB at the age of 34, 33 will be playing at the Saudi Arabia. And you know it. I know it.
Because Premier League is harder to play out compared to La Liga. Simple as that.
Really?
100%. It's
Oh
not.
my
It's
God.
physical. La
It's
Liga is
not
not
physical.
physical. There's
It's
no
not
slide
physical,
tackling.
bro.
You don't
It's
tackle
not
people.
physical, bro.
You don't.
It's not.
It's very hard to maintain it at the top level. Only Ryan Giggs did it.
He's gonna choose the money. Thiago Silva was playing in the Premier League with crutches, bro. Crutches.
Yeah, look,
On a
Thiago
wheelchair.
Silva came to this. Thiago Silva came from Bayern here fit. My guy couldn't make it because the tackles is mad. People retire sometimes. It's too physical. You got players here like Reece James now cleaning places because they didn't get picked in their country because they're not fit enough. What would you do?
Cleaning places. Anyway, listen, beautiful people. Let's do a couple of these super chats and get out of here, people. African Cat saying all them Chelsea fans wanted to talk about Arne Slot. Here is the truth. Boli picked Arne Slot up in a private jet for talk about managing Chelsea last summer. Slot decided to stay. Don't pretend we don't know. Is that true?
Slot mentioned it in his interview.
Really?
Not specifically about Chelsea, but he said that there were Premier League clubs that wanted him last summer. And we know there were only two clubs who wanted managers, Spurs and Chelsea.
Yeah, it was Spurs for sure. He was
Yeah.
mentioned.
Yeah. Spurs
it
we
was-
know
it
for
was
sure, but
definitely
there's
Spurs.
speculation that...
African Cat, it was definitely Spurs. You remember Spurs?
No, I'm saying Spurs we know for sure, but it definitely could have been Chelsea too, by the way.
Could have
For
been.
1 week, Arnie Slot was Spurs fans' favorite until
Yeah.
they were until he turned them down.
Until he turned them down. I was like, who's this
Even
guy?
gonna go there.
Lamza, you already lost your hair. Stop smoking that green and hard stuff. KDB won't win anything in Europe.
Hard fact.
This
Yes.
is KD. They got, I think this is KDB's probably last international tournament.
Yeah, he already said in the last World Cup, very bad leadership from him. He said we're old. So yeah.
The guy is
He's very
bashing
bad.
his team, bro.
Yeah, he's not a good leader at all.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think
listen,
he's
guys.
just too honest for his own good sometimes, you know, looking around that
Did
team.
Steven Gerrard ever led his country?
Let's see how he makes it about Gerrard again.
He's gonna flip it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Listen,
guys.
and respect Bernardo as well. Bernardo's another man
Anyone
of the match.
live?
To me, today was a very bad Euro day. I mean, I've had really good days this tournament where Turkey won, where stuff like this happened. Today, Bruno
Fancy
Fernandes,
day.
the rat, scored. Bad day. Bruno, the rat, the Man United rat scored.
Saeed's live.
Kevin De Bruyne scored, and I know that I work with Hamza later. If it was anyone else, it would have been a normal conversation. And then Bernardo Silva scored. It was like the biggest fuck you ever.
Man
But
City,
you know, this
Man
is
City.
Bernardo's first ever goal in a major competition.
Hmm?
This is Bernardo's first ever goal in a major competition for Portugal.
Yeah.
Hamza
First,
went on the terrace. Do you know what Hamza said on the terrace? That
What he said?
Bernardo isn't the player that scores or assists. His job is to run around on the pitch.
No, he no.
Do you know he
I'll
literally
give you-
said that,
More,
guys?
more. I'll
The
give you an
pass before
example.
the
Like,
pass.
more, I'll give you an example. I
they're
was
saying
watching,
Bernardo is the Portuguese Henderson.
I was watching
He literally
Argentina.
said that, bro.
What's it? I was watching Argentina. Well, I was watching Argentina.
Portuguese Jordan Henderson. That's crazy.
What's it? I was watching Argentina. Listen, okay, respect him
Silver
anyway.
dog.
He's got more goals than Mbappe in Euros. So will I bring out that Mbappe has got the same amount of goals as Haaland in the Euros, and you're smiling. What a fraud! Well,
Hamza, Mbappe plays Poland next. You know he's gonna score.
Mbappe has got the same amount of goals like us four altogether.
Why do you
This is
always deflect to other players? Talk about what you said about Bernardo. Talk about what you said about Bernardo.
He's
Bernardo-
slippery.
Forget the talk about other players. When
Listen,
Husam asks me about one player, I don't tell him, but your player does this. I
Bernardo
talk
does-
about the player I asked about, bro. He asked me about a player. Talk to me about you saying Bernardo
I
Silva
said,
runs
but-
around.
but-
He's not the guy that scores or assists. What does he do? Runs around?
Ma-
Henderson,
Man
yani?
Man City players are very not self-centered like other teams. That's why those other teams don't win anything. We're a team sport. So what our players will do, they'll fight for that team to make sure that they want to win. Their aim is to win. And I'll give you an example. Bernardo Silva, he will not want to score goals. He would want to assist Cristiano. He would want to get Bruno to score. His job, if you look at Man City, he doesn't score 15 league goals or something like that, or 10 or 12 league goals. He would work hard to get that ball to make sure that we assist for other players. And that's why it is. Football is a team sport. Why do you think Germany is being carried now by Gundogan? They're team players. Man City players are just team players. I was watching Argentina more. Wallahi, a famous Argentina news reporter, he went viral in Argentina. He said, I am tired to see they're not passing to Alvarez. This boy works hard for the team and he's too humble. And everyone was writing the same because, yes, shame on everyone, Di Maria and everyone not passing to him because he's tracking back to get the ball to try and pass it to Messi. When he played, Argentina won the World Cup. There you are. You get a City boy in your team, you're guaranteed a major tournament. If you don't get a City boy, you're going to take an L.
All right. Listen, guys. I think we're gonna just end it here. Listen, guys. This stream is gonna redirect you to Lee Gunner, Lee Reacts. All I want you guys to do MHF raid. This is it. Just copy paste MHF raid in Lee Gunner chat.
Spam the shit out of it. Spam it. I'll be in the chat as well, so will Mo.
Yes, please go, guys. Do that. Thank you, Hamza. Thank you, Martin. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell before you go. How many
Just
subscribers
remember,
are we on?
without Man City players, there's no Euro. There will be no Euros. Thank God.
Okay, you're out of here. You're done.